Corky has not lost a thing from when he was at his peak playing this type of music. And if anything, it's enhanced.
The main thing that I get off on is playing drums. The second main thing I get off on is playing drums. And then the third one is the first two. Writing, to me, is everything. Writing a song, writing a paragraph, just writing. That seems to be my connection to another form of expression.
His book is called Stick It, but it could be called Shtick It because of his ability to do one-liners and do personalities. You know, I'm an actor, Corky's an actor, he's a natural actor. He's one of the funniest people I know on earth. There's something about his spirit, which is that no matter what has happened to him, he has never allowed it to defeat him. He has used the seemingly negative things and turned them into something positive through his art. And that, of course, is a great gift.
When I came up here and I looked at the events of today, I saw Corky Laing. I'm thinking, I know that name. I can't remember what band. And it's all started to come to me as I'm thinking a little bit more. I remember Leslie West, Felix Pappalardi, and then I'm thinking Corky Laing at Mountain. And then he plays Mississippi Queen and I'm in heaven.
You know, it's just great to see a legend that's still around.
I think one of the biggest benefits to being a musician is that when you go into a song and you go into a time and you go into a feel, everything else disappears. So you spend those times in that creative space. It allows you to be anything and anybody. When you play music, you tend to take yourself and you tend to fly away with it. The joy of playing allows you to be anything and anybody at any age. Hey baby, how are you doing, baby? Good to see you, good to see you. We ready to roll?
We are.
We got everything set up?
Let's go.
The Madonna showing up for background singing? So there's a good deal of time to where I'll be playing. I could be 15 years old again. If I'm playing something that reminds me that I'm 15, I'm 15. As you create these records, as you create these musical scenes in your head, you're transforming yourself into something else. What that is may not be something that you consciously want to do. You may just end up transforming yourself into something that is totally spontaneous. I love when that happens.
We're very selective in the people that we ask to come here to do book signings, to perform. We want to make sure these are people that really bring something to what rock and roll is all about. And Corky Laing, with his history, playing with Hall of Famers like Jack Bruce and Wes Bruce and Laing, and of course Mountain, and being a songwriter with songs like Mississippi Queen brings that credibility to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Hi there. You may not know me, but I never leave home without this. This looks like a cowbell. Maybe it costs $4.95 at your local Walmart. But to me, this baby is worth millions. I've milked this for 40-odd years, and it's brought me an immense amount of pleasure. Along with the people, the places, I have amassed many stories, of which I would love to share with you. My name is Corky Laing. I'm here to explain to you why we are calling this show the best seat in the house. At the show, we have the drummer sitting in the seat. We have the guitar player over here. We have the bass player over here, while the drummer is here playing the drums on the best seat. Here is why. Anything a drummer plays has to come from here. It's the heart, it's the pulse. I felt compelled to tell the story at a time in my life where I wasn't cynical. I still had my memory. I still had a really good attitude and hopefully a humorous attitude towards all these experiences. I don't think there's that much of a difference between writing stories and writing songs. In my case, most of the songs that I've had success with were little stories. Mississippi Queen, which is it's a favorite. I'm proud to say it's lasted all these years. It's a story about a Southern prostitute.
You realize that it isn't just about the music, it's also about the culture. It's also about the times, all the elements that came into it. And I think when you go back and you look at something like this and you say, oh wow, you know, that's what was behind that song.
How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Come on in. It's Corky Laing. That's Howard. From the group Mount. You're the same Mississippi Queen.
Oh, come on, Mount. I know
all you need to know.
I love that.
And so right in the middle of the set, the electricity goes out, and Corky launches into a 20-minute, 30-minute, 40-minute drum solo. And I laid down on the floor. It was so long, we couldn't dance anymore. Everybody got tired. We just laid down on the floor.
A career based upon playing music and expressing myself. Having that is like, forget it, that's the blessing. Cork is my baby. And this is the band that allows me to go out there and to experiment. And that's the key. I think that's the key to everything. Do you love where you are? If you do, you're in great shape. It has 10 original songs that were written by myself and Eric Schenkman, who was the original guitar player and writer in the Spin Doctors. We had the opportunity to head off to Ireland to record this in Noel Redding's hometown. Noel Redding, of course, is the bass player, or was the bass player for Jimi Hendrix Experience. Noel's a good friend, a good person, and we had a wonderful time putting down the basic tracks in Ireland.
Corky and I wrote most of the first record, and Noel was our sort of special guest and inspiration in a lot of ways. It's sort of strange that the band is called Cork because of Corky. Is also called Cork because Noel lives in West Cork.
Corky and Mountain had stuff written together, and I came up with old songs of mine which I'd forgotten, and basically everything went down on the first take.
Walking through the train cars, looking for your main bar. Something I didn't have to break caboose. Live in separate joints. I try to read your
I've been very fortunate to have traveled around the world and performed for different people in different places. I'm very proud of the fact that, you know, there's a phone call made to ask for my presence on stage, and as long as that's happening, I'm proud of the fact that people still want to listen to me play drums. I'm very proud of the fact that I want to hear myself play drums. My achievement would really be that I'm achieving to become the best drummer I could become, the best musician I could become.
A producer's job is to recognize the personality in the band, the total personality of the band or the individual artist that you're working with, and bring it out, enhance it, and capitalize on it.
Your words grab me like a chain wrapped around my neck.
I find Corky to be a lot looser of a drummer as far as experimental, which is exciting. You know, he can take you to places that you normally wouldn't go.
Bonnie Parker, to me, is a little bombshell of a bass player.
I think the band could be really, really successful.
It's not your pretty face.
Denny Colt is a new member in this musical landscape, and she's got a great cutting-edge attitude towards music and towards the material that we're writing in the Memory Thief.
To receive.
I listened to the music the day before they got here. I really liked the fusion of what was happening. Everybody in the band was so professional. Are all such accomplished players, it made it really easy.
And so right in the middle of the set, the electricity goes out, and Corky launches into a 20-minute, 30-minute, 40-minute drum solo.
I don't know if I could put it in terms of achievement. I've been very fortunate to have traveled around the world and performed for different people in different places. I'm very proud of the fact that, there's a phone call made to ask for my presence on stage, and as long as that's happening, I'm proud of the fact that people still want to listen to me play drums. I'm very proud of the fact that I want to hear myself play drums. My achievement would really be that I'm achieving to become the best drummer I could become, the best musician I could become.